All right, Tribe, thank you for attending today's group on the NASW Code of Ethics breakdown. You know how we do. Did you like this group? Not like this group? Uh, Honest feedback.
I really enjoy. I learned a lot. I'm sorry. I was very helpful and very clear the way how you explained step by step, and also using example, and give us the opportunity also to ask questions and share and talk about it. So for me, it's been very helpful. Thank you, and I would like to continue being part of your study group on Saturdays. Yes.
No, absolutely. You're part of the tribe, so 100%. And I'm glad you found value out of it. Definitely want to break it down so we understand it.
Hi, Ray. This is Sharon. I'd just like to say I really enjoyed your groups. I haven't been on for a few weeks, but when I seen this one and then the one yesterday, but when I especially seen this one for the Code of Ethics, I said I have to get onto that one because I do read the Code of Ethics, but I probably sometimes skim through it real quick, like saying it makes sense. But to be honest, but I like how I needed clarity, and you gave that. And I really appreciate these sessions so much. So thank you.
Oh, absolutely. 100%.
I appreciate this session. Thank you so much. We've been watching all of your videos, the way you break things down, give examples, and walk me through is perfect for my particular learning style. Just to be able to go with you, as soon as I hear you say why, I just am like, okay, now I'm about to learn something. But today it was intense, and the fact that I'm actually retaining it, was able to take notes, and was able to see some areas that I myself need to go back and review, and that you broke it down to simple common sense language. We definitely appreciate it. Thank you so much for even just holding the groups and taking your time to do videos such as these.
Yes, and a heavy one on thank you for committing your time to individuals like us to help us get into this session, and also making it affordable to us, and just getting everybody on the same page so that we all got this. Like, we got this. You're very inspirational, and and I just love what you do for us, for everybody who's trying to be in a position to where as though they can be licensed. I want to give a huge thank you to you and for what you do. It's awesome.
Oh, absolutely. And thank you guys for attending. And that's the whole purpose, where when I started this, I saw other people teaching the exam material and everything. And I just wanted to put my spin on it. I think I just was able to teach it in just a bit of a different way. And I'm glad the videos are helping, because in the groups, because I want you guys to pass. Like I get excited. That's the real fuel when I get those emails and those comments of saying like, oh, I passed and I'm doing this and this and that and everything. So I got y'all. You guys got this as well. I want y'all to pass.
I just want to say thank you so much. I enjoy listening to your videos in the morning when I'm getting ready for work. It really inspires me, and this is my first time participating in your group, and so you're doing a remarkable job for those that are really struggling to really pass their test, like myself. I'm taking my test in 2 weeks, and this is my 5th time. So this last time I failed my test, I watched your video and I was like, man, why didn't I find him at the time when I needed it? So I really appreciate that. I'm getting emotional about it because this has been a long journey for me.
Welcome to the tribe. And that's one of the main things that I would hear from people that took the exam previously of like their self-esteem or like their confidence when it comes to the exam. And this exam requires you to think differently. And because it requires you to think differently, that's not our norm. And that's why we can find it challenging at times where it's like, wait a second. It's one thing to know all of the information. It's another thing to apply that information in a question form where it's like, oh, well, I will kind of go about it this way, or I'll go about it that way, but that's not one of the answer choices. And when we're doing things like this, it's highlighting this information. This is how they want you to identify it when we're taking the questions. And that's why I say, do at least 2 practice questions a day, it helps keep the exam anxiety at bay. And I'll just say it just because it sounds good, but I mean doing 2 consistently, and then let's say like once a month do a practice exam. Do it on a Saturday, then review the ones you got right and wrong on Sunday, type of thing. And that really gets us in the exam shape. But you got this. Still do your practice questions, and we're just gonna hold it down.
Ray, this is Tabitha. I want to say thank you because I can honestly admit to myself that before the times that I was taking it, I think I was just reading and thinking I was understanding it, and I was lost in it, and I have to admit that to myself. But since I found you, like when you were walking in the mall, not coming out the mall and in the parking lot, say, hey, what's name these medications or something like that, I got excited just seeing the video. So it made me say, oh, okay, I can do this. And every night I have you on, and I actually fall asleep. I wake up to no battery sometimes because I have it in the bed and I listen to it. So thank you.
No, absolutely. I appreciate it. And I'm glad, listen, if I'm in your head, I take it. I just want you guys to pass. Like, we go through your exam and everything. Like, I want the information to stick. And listen, I'm trying to provide all the support I can. So I'm happy to be there.
I also wanted to just say hi, I'm Miriam. I just want to say thank you. And also, when is your next class?
Every Saturday, unless there's like some change or anything, and I would announce it on those YouTube shorts when I'm walking from the gym and I'm just talking to you guys. But every Saturday at 11 a.m. At this point, and some pop-up groups, like I did the one yesterday, just like a pop-up group with like $5 for 5 questions. We ended up going over like 10 or something. But yeah.
Thank you so much.
No, absolutely.
I guess I'll go next. Thank you so much, Ray, for taking your time out on this good Saturday to break down the code of ethics. I think you made it very relatable, and that's been like my biggest difficulty, how to relate the code of ethics to the actual exam, and of course take it into real life daily practice as well. Because that always helps as well. So I'm glad you broke it down into like layman terms of what to do in certain situations, and I do appreciate the tribe for their input as well. So thank you.
Absolutely. And it's one thing to have the information, but it's like, all right, what does this mean, right? Because it's not like we don't necessarily know the words, but it's more so, what does that look like in practice? How they say like on paper, but in practice, what does that look like in practice of promoting self-determination, informed consent, etc.? So I got you.
Hey, Ray. Thank you so much for this session today. It was really, really helpful. That's one of the areas that I struggled with. So this was really helpful, how you break it down. And also how you make it affordable, with this trying to pass this exam. Those programs are, we're just trying to make it through. But thank you for having those YouTube videos. They're really helpful, the way you break the questions down, the way you make them so easy to understand. I really, truly do appreciate that. Keep doing what you're doing, and people like me really benefiting from that. Thank you.
No, absolutely. Like, again, that's the purpose of it. And for the tribe members that some people have passed the exam and they say they still tune in here and there. In 2022, I made it so that people could pay whatever dollar amount they want. Like, I got everything from a penny up to more, and I'm like, I'd be the best penny they spent, so making it affordable and everything. So I'm glad to see that it's, you get value out of it. So I'm happy.
This is Antonia. I want to thank you. I kind of stumbled into your video on YouTube, and I had to kind of postpone my exam because it's so simple. Like, listening to you brings it down to earth. So I really appreciate this. And the way, like in this live class, you are not in a hurry. I appreciate that. You know, it's not like we have to cover this or cover that. No, it just go as long as we understand. So I want to say thank you and continue to do what you're doing.
No, absolutely. Like I definitely want everyone to understand the material and like I would say, stop being real time. If something doesn't make sense, like, oh, Ray, keep back up. Like, yeah, let's back up. Let's not wait all the way to the end. We might have forgot it or we went to something else type of thing. So 100%. Like as long as you guys getting value, that's the main thing I want to give in these groups. All right, Tribe, thank you for attending.
I wanted to say, sorry.
No, you're good.
This is my first time here. I just so happened to find you from someone else, and I think I emailed you and spoke to you like, I've taken this test 10 times, so I was diagnosed with anxiety, generalized anxiety, so I get to the testing site and kind of lose everything I forget. So, but the way you have been breaking it down has been very helpful. I even saw questions that were on the test. Of course, from taking it 10 times, you do start to remember the questions. But I do appreciate you, and I look forward to even probably having some one-on-one sessions so I can pass the test and go around. So thank you.
No, absolutely. And when it comes to this exam, again, like I am a firm believer in, you know, because we can go in so many different directions with this exam, and we just have like a certain level of structure. And again, even that 2 practice questions a day, like just helps. And it was something that I thought about where I'm like, oh, this really would help when we're prepping for this type of exam. That's something we may not normally do. We may do just like 1 practice exam and just like keep it moving type of thing. And of course, having a tribe together, it definitely helps. All right, Tribe, thank you for attending today's Saturday group. Appreciate you all, and we got this. And I want you guys to enjoy the rest of your Saturday.
Thank you, Ray.
Thanks, Ray.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ray.
Thank you, Ray.
Enjoy the, well, if there's great weather around you, enjoy the great weather. All right, Tribe.